Hi, everyone. Congratulations. You made it. We're in the almost the middle of May. And I want to take you back to a time when I was just done with a capital D. And it was not a pleasant time, but it was a necessary time. And I'm sure you have probably been there too. Tonight, we're talking ambition versus armor. And ambition is the positive side of success, while armor is the fear based side of success. So I will be reading from my number one bestseller, The Warrior Mom Journal. And I just want to say, let us know in the comments where you're chiming in from. If you threw a dart at the US, I'm right in the middle, Oklahoma, and the weather is a little bit temperamental here. So please let us know where you're chiming in from and what your weather's like. And I am so happy spring. We love this time of year because the sun is our friend. Hey guys, great to see you. We have Harlem in the house, Georgia in the house, Arizona in the house, and Denver in the house. Great to see you guys. And I have to switch between, I get to choose to love to switch between multiple screens, so bear with me. Hey guys, great to see you. Midwest City in the house. Okay, Lisa, help me out. Muskegon, West Michigan. Okay. Yes, it is beautiful outside. I'm so glad you guys agree and that you are here for it. Um, I might have should have kept my sun hat on, but we're gonna have fun anyway. um, if you don't know me, my name is Bren Harris, the Warrior Mom. Why the Warrior Mom? Well, my son was medically injured at 22 months of age. He was such a baby. And man, my life is before then and after then, complete night and day. Even if you knew me 3 or 4 years ago, you don't know who I am today. And I know that you understand what I'm saying. We rarely grow in our comfort zone. And we're going to talk a little bit about this. And I see you, warriors, because I know you are wearing 97 different hats and making everything happen. And I want you to know you are not alone. I see you, I hear you, and you belong right here at the Warrior Nation. Hey guys, great to see you. Again, if you're just joining us, let us know in the chat where you're chiming in from. Muskegon. Did I get that right? Give it Muskegon, West Michigan. Okay. See, I learned a new word today. I'm so glad you are here, my friend. If you guys don't know Lisa's story, please check out her socials. She is a warrior and a half. And it just blesses me, you guys, to know women of such strength and persistence and endurance. All right. So, take you in the Wayback Machine a little bit. And this is when you move, my son was born in Japan. Tiny little island, about 1,000 miles south of Tokyo, called Okinawa. And this little island is kind of a miniature Hawaii. And we got to live there for several years. And I miss it. I really do. And I miss the food and the culture. The Okinawans don't consider themselves Japanese. We are not Japanese, we are Okinawan, and they have such a kind heart, such a sense of honor. And in that culture, little blonde-haired babies are considered good luck, really, wonderful fortune. And Zach was my son. He had white hair when he was a little kid. And I mean, we would go to a restaurant and they just pick him up and carry him around. It was the cutest thing. And we wouldn't do that in the States because we'd be afraid somebody would take them. And there it is such an honor to honor the lineage and the legacy. And if you commit a crime, that affects the entire legacy, ancestry of the family. And so there's just hardly any crime. And it's just really a little Mayberry kind of vibe. If you guys remember the throwback show, Andy Griffith. Hey guys, great to see you. Oh yeah, great time of year. So glad you're here. You guys, if you can check out I Am Mitch Race, he has some amazing things going on. I love what you're doing with the identity, Mitch. Thank you. Please keep going. So we PCS, that's what the military calls it. Permanent change of station. And we came back from Japan when my son was just a baby and lived with an older relative. And this kitchen has not been updated since the 70s. We were grateful. We got to stay there several weeks while we were house hunting, and that's baby Zach. And my MacBook, my English pottery, coffee, and my notes. And that, I think that's when in my heart, Warrior Nation, the Warrior Mom was birthed, because moms were being disrespected online. Something, you guys, I did not plan to be a parent. I was a self professed careeraholic, and spiritually, I was called later in life after I'd already had a career. And I was called for such a time as this. I had no clue it would be this. I think that's why we don't need to know the future. We just take the next right step, right? We walk into our purpose and champion our calling. Yes, exactly. And moms are being so disrespected, and something just rose up in me, and I got on there and I became a keyboard warrior for good that day. And now you can see why I say baby Zach. Here's a picture from just a few months ago when we were about 6 months ago when we were doing some outdoor, out of state medical trip. And you can see he has the big ear defenders on for sensory issues. He is just over 6'1". I might be 5'2" on a good day. So I just walk tall and carry a big stick. Just kidding. I love his official diagnosis. We do not have a disorder in our house. Hear me, warriors. We do not have a disorder in our house or any dis-ease. We have a diagnosis. And for him, his official diagnosis, which qualifies him for a laundry list of services, is autism spectrum disorder, level 3 nonverbal. Now, if you argue for your limitations, you get to keep them in our house. No, we're not doing that. So we're not allowed to say I can't. And we have eliminated have to. We get to, choose to, love to. I get to work out every morning because I choose to be healthy. And let me tell you what, this kid is so stinking smart. Academics, not really his thing, but we go to a public charter school. He has the best team on the planet, and we are so blessed. He's on an alternative path. He doesn't do traditional diploma, so he gets to stay 4 more years, and we are so excited, and he's not through growing. So you guys, light a candle for me. I don't know if I can wear higher wedges because this is about the max. I'm at like 3.5 inches, and I'm going, okay, I don't think I can go any higher. Yeah. And oh, they're good. Let me see what you guys. Hey guys, great to see you, Miss Tennille, and safe travels, my friend. Really, really glad you're able to hop on tonight. And that's what I love when you hang out with 1%ers. Competition happens at the bottom, collaboration happens at the top. And I am so blessed to know each of you. Hey, we have Tony Smith from our nation's capital, The Voice. And if you can check out his podcast, Dollars and Cents, on Wednesdays, it's really, really power packed. Guys, I just love that I get to come on here and talk about my everyday life. This is not something I rehearse. This is, hey, this is happening in my life, and I'm going to share it with you. I pray it helps you. If it doesn't affect you, as of this broadcast in May of 2026, boys are diagnosed 1 in 31. Hello. Boys are diagnosed 1 in 31 on the autism spectrum. If that's not an epidemic, I don't know what is. And if you have neurotypical children, you know someone who has a child, a special needs child. And if you've met one special needs child, you've met one special needs child. So please share this with another warrior. Now, thank you guys. I believe our words have power. I'm going to show you guys. You guys voted on this, the best-selling author picture. And I was saying that 6, 7, 8 months before we actually hit the bestseller. And that's because we get to, choose to, love to, walk in purpose, and champion our calling. And that's not a Hallmark card. That is life experience. And when we look for the good, we find the good. And I am so honored. Now, this is the first book. This is The Major and Musician. It has mystery and then lessons at the end of every chapter. And then this is the book that accompanies it. We pulled the lessons out and put it all in one journal. Now, this is not the place for you to go, oh, I tried this makeup or this lipstick or, this new hair product or this new cologne. No, this is a place. Hear me, warriors. Think of that one thing that you always said you would do. Then life started lifing. We go to school, we get a job, we have student loans, we have mortgages, and we have children. And God forbid you have a medically injured child. Uh, that's consuming. And then that one thing that we always said we would do just keeps getting nudged to the back burner or in the back of the closet, that closet where you're like, I'm not sure what's back there. Yeah. And I'm just here to say we're here to help you find that one thing and take the next right step. We're habit stacking every single day. And back to my son, he is the most consistent human being I know. A lot of the routines that he does in the morning is really helps him focus and dial in. This young man exercises every single morning. We have all the machines here. He comes in and fixes the kitchen. He can cook like nobody's business. I always wanted a personal chef. I always wanted to know sign language, and I always wanted to be healthy as I became more seasoned. And I'm blessed with him. And every one of those things has been amazing. Now, every night before he goes to bed, this is what we sign. And it's kind of Zachanese because his name's Zach. It's not exact. So if you are an expert in sign language, just roll with us, okay? I, and then believe, and then we do kind of a slang, in, the letter N, and U. And I just look at him and go, hey, bud, I believe in you. And he goes, I know. So that's a secure kid, I think. Now, I try not to call him kid because, he's older. And we went to a restaurant today and he just held that door open for people without being prompted. To me, that means I'm doing my job. Okay, so we're talking a little bit about ambition versus armor. Now, I don't have any slides, so you guys just hang with me. These are the two signs we're learning tonight. American Sign Language is how we learn new words. We can be driving and he tries to tell me something and it just sounds like, my friend calls it his angel language. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Can you show me what and he would point. We live on the edge of the city, sort of almost country, not quite. And it was a beautiful, an amazing garden right on the corner. And we love that garden. We try to, tap on the horn and wave at the older gentleman and his wife that actually work this garden every single season. It is amazing. It's such a blessing. And he was trying to say the word garden. I know. Thank you guys for indulging me. Some of you already heard the story. And he finally pointed to it. Well, Warrior Mom pulled right over. And we looked up the sign, the ASL sign for garden, and it's 2 G's, and you just do this. I think for you guys, it might go like this, garden. You just take the G. And as soon as we looked that up, he said it perfectly. Perfect articulation. Anybody could understand him. And that's what led me to when the body moves, the mind grooves. I don't know how it works. That's just how we're made. And our nervous system needs an outlet. And have you ever wondered why when you're walking and talking through an issue or a challenge or a problem, and the more you walk and the more you talk, the solution emerges? Well, we're stepping out in faith and we're being part of that solution. We don't wait around and say, oh, thank you, Miss Miranda. And huge shout out to Princess Miranda. She's our new house manager. And we were talking this morning and I said, what are Warrior Moms facing? So that's what we're talking about. Our sign for tonight is ambition. And we're not talking about the world's ambition. The 80s or the 90s where they're stepping on everyone and clawing their way to the top and, not taking people with them. No. Competition happens at the bottom. Collaboration happens at the top. And so we're talking about more of a godly ambition or a holy ambition. And that's to serve others. To serve others. You help Jim Rohn. Oh, Jim Rohn says, help enough people you'll be wildly successful. So ambition, we're going to do our hand like this, dominant hand to your temple, other hand here, and there you go. And you kind of pull it back like a bow. Ambition. I mean, it's super simple. And to me, I did archery when I was little. So I love that. You're going to go ambition, ambition. And that's serving others at the highest level. Ambition comes from fire, from purpose, from motivation or incentive. Like, this is a dream that's put in my heart to help other moms, to let you know you're not alone, that I see you, I hear you, you belong right here. I don't want any mom to ever feel like I did when my son was first diagnosed. Zero resources. And that wasn't that long ago. This is 15 years ago. And I am amazed at how people just sort of, lock their kids away and don't have them in the society. And I'm like, that's garbage. We are here and called for such a time as this. Is it a road I would have ever chosen? No. Is it something I would trade? Not with who we're both becoming and how much he's healing. Okay. Hey, guys, great to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Miss Amanda, my son's favorite teacher. She is on here. We just love you. Thank you for being here. And so our word for tonight, our words, plural, ambition and armor. So we're going to do ambition right here. Dominant hand to your temple, other hand here, and you're going to go pull it back like a bow. Ambition. Okay. Ambition. Godly ambition, serving others at the highest level, based from purpose, fire, motivation, opposite of fear. And then our other word for tonight. So we're saying ambition versus armor. And armor, let me just unzip my heart a little bit. I've been on stage for years since I was little, and I was really comfortable with that because I didn't need to be super close to anybody. And it was such a change when I would go to large events and be in the crowd. And this was before all the nonsense in 2020 happened. It was just overwhelming. But as women, okay, hear me, warriors, as women, when we're wounded or we are rejected for a job or a relationship or a school or whatever season you are in your life, we tend to put another layer of armor on. Oh, that'll preach. We tend to put another layer of armor on. This is not armor like official soldier, but it is similar. So you're going to take non-dominant hand up here, dominant hand here, and you're going to go armor like that. And then for this purpose, we're going to say armor, like a shield. Because I know that I'm from the South. I'm not walking out of the house without my face on. I know some of you are like, whatever. That's just my training. And some of that could be armor. But armor is based from fear. When we build a business out of fear, oh, I'm going to show them, be so good they can't ignore me. Yeah, those sayings we see floating around on social. Be so good they can't ignore me, and I'm going to make sure they see that post. Yeah, all that. No, we're going to say godly ambition versus armor. And godly ambition is what habit stacks and builds that sustainable foundation so that our children's children have an inheritance. Oh, yeah, I get excited. I get so excited. Hey guys, great to see you. If you are on the live, put an L. If you are on the replay, put an R. And if you're getting value, let us know in the chat. Value. Yeah, when the body moves, the mind grooves. Absolutely. And I'll be straight with you guys. I really miss being in Japan because of the culture. Now, when I say Japan, I'm not talking Tokyo, New York City kind of vibe. I'm talking, little tiny island of Okinawa. So we're going to read from the #1 bestseller, the Warrior Mom Journal. And we're going to talk a little bit about imposter syndrome. So just bear with me. I'm not going to give a big, long speech. So just bear with me. I'm just going to read a couple of sentences here. It says, imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern where high-achieving individuals, warrior moms, doubt their abilities and fear being exposed as a fraud, despite clear evidence of their competence. It's especially common among mothers who often feel the pressure to never drop the ball. But here's the truth: you're not a fraud, you're just human, and you're doing better than you think. And it's really important to know we just had a holiday here celebrating mothers. A lot of warrior moms weren't recognized because the family just takes warrior moms for granted. Now, we can pray through things like that, but what I'm encouraging you to do, let's stay on our side of the street. Let's buy our own flowers. Let's take ourselves to dinner. Make sure you know you're called for such a time as this. It doesn't need to look like the Hallmark nonsense. It doesn't need to look like all the commercials. The important thing is that we have godly ambition, and that's, you know, helping others, serving as many people as we can, because collaboration happens at the top, competition happens at the bottom. And then we're gonna think about armor like this. Armor. Okay, what's one thing I can um, sort of peel back the layers of armor? And for me, talking with you about times that I don't get it right, I don't have all the answers. And I do amends to my son almost daily. I'm like, "Bud, I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. And thanks for letting me be your mom." And he just giggles. And it's really, I feel like, and there's several people on here who know me personally and see me weekly, and you guys see me on here weekly. My goal is to be the same person off camera as I am on camera. And that's really important because authenticity matters. That's the kind of godly ambition we're talking about. And you are called. And if we shy away and let fear distract us, and we don't step into that calling and walk in purpose, we are not helping the people we're called to help. Who's going to help that other mom? Who's going to help that other person afflicted by the same diagnosis you have? Or who's going to help that person who's taking care of a relative with dementia, and they don't know that you're there, but you know you're called to help them? And this is really important, really important. Now, I can only do so much while we're on the socials. Yes, authenticity matters. Amen. Oh, thanks, Princess Miranda. You are authentic. I love you. I love you too. And we really appreciate you and Emily building into our lives. And it's really important to celebrate moms every day of the year, because we're moms. We've battled a lot of isolation. Oh, I'm gonna cry. We battle a ton of isolation because we're not going and you know, doing Pilates and going to the coffee shop and complaining about our kids while they're at school for 8 hours. No, we're we're the front line. We're teaching every moment of every single day. And our children are always, always, always watching. Now, at our house, we work first, then reward. And studies have shown that we are 30% more productive when we work and do small rewards. Just work for a little bit and do small rewards. And then we habit stack that. Now, you can have the phone and look at a healthy, video for 5 minutes, then we're working for 20 more. I can sit by the pool and get some sun. I'm burning up right now because we did get some sun. And then I can come in here and serve. And this is really important. We think we need to save up for the big, expensive car or month-long vacation or whatever. No, work first, then reward. Small work, small reward, just a little bit. Habit stack, habit stack, habit stack. Because our mission is to get 1% better. 1% better every single day. We don't need to run the marathon the first time we go out and train. We're just habit stacking and getting 1% better every single day. Now, hey guys, great to see you. Yes, Tony from Washington, D.C. says, self-empowerment can accelerate strength in a community of like-minded people. Amen. Amen. Yes, a lot of warrior moms go unheralded and uncelebrated. I agree. Oh, Nettie from Florida, glad you're here. Glad you're getting value. And Warrior Mom, Illinois, Miss Kara, thank you for being here. And You guys, it means the world to me that you're here because I know your time is valuable. Now, once again, we learn new words using American Sign Language. Well, my son's name is Zach, so we just jokingly refer to it as Zachanese. And our first word is ambition. We're talking about godly ambition, where we're helping people, we're habit stacking, and we're collaborating. So we're not talking about the world's definition of ambition. So we've got this non-dominant hand, dominant hand. We're going to pull it back like a bow, ambition. And then we have armor. Ambition is based on purpose, intention, and motivation. Our calling. That's how companies are built sustainably. Longevity. We want to leave an inheritance to our children's children's children. And that's even more important with special needs children, so that they can have adequate care, whether we're here or not. Whew, gonna get teary. The other word is armor. And you just do this like a warrior kind of thing. Yeah. The mic's in the way. Hang on. Armor, like a shield. And when we're talking about armor, hurts, rejection, disappointments. Oh, so many disappointments with Mother's Day. And I saw it all over our feed. And it's really okay because you're valuable. We hear you, we see you, and you belong right here. Now, we're going to work on armor in this context is from fear. And fear is false evidence appearing real. And we're not going to do that, because we're here to build something that outlasts us. And that's really important. Success is fine as long as it's sustainable. I hope you guys got value from this. Please, if you want to dig a little deeper on save the date, June 2nd at 7:30 regular time. We're doing 7:30, 8:30 Eastern for the summer. So thank you for rolling with us on this time change. And drop a warrior in the comments below, and we'll get that link to you so you can have a VIP link to our offline session. And it'll be about the same length of time. It's not a huge time commitment. It's really important that you know this is just the tip of the iceberg. And we have so much to talk about. And a lot of that, we get censored when we say these things on socials. And we're streaming across like 3 or 4 different platforms. So please drop a warrior in the comment and let us know so that we can get that VIP link to you. And this will be the identity shift for women. You neither need to be a mom or a warrior or a woman. These principles are universal. I work with women. That's why I put that in the title. And we are going to, hey guys, great to see you. Lisa, warrior, good. Tennille, warrior. Oh, thank you. And I will get that link to you guys. And we're going to peel back the layers a little bit. We're going to dig a little deeper into the book, and we're going to make it kind of fun and interactive. The feedback we got from the last offline masterclass that we did, people were loving it, because what we do is we're pouring into each other, and it's interactive. It's not me just sitting here chatting. And I am all about theory to application. Theory to application. What we talk about, we're going to apply. And again, we're habit stacking. Our mission is 1% better every single day. Hey, Miranda from Oklahoma, warrior, good to see you guys. Oh, thanks. Great to see you guys. And we have so much to talk about, and I know our time is up. Please reach out. I check my DMs, all that stuff, and you are here for such a time as this. I'm Bren Harris, the Warrior Mom with The Warrior Nation, your source for truth, transparency, and trust. Warriors unite.